Thank you. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor to join this august occasion, and I'm privileged to stand before you this evening to share my thoughts and also to congratulate the executive and members of this noble organization, the Wisdominds. And let me particularly congratulate you because this is a Nobel one for us in Canada. I know there are many cooperatives, but if you observe our community so much, we don't do so many things together. And we have a lot we can do together. And I'm happy that this is also coming up. And I strongly believe that we can do much more. I have very few minutes to speak, and I'm just going to speak to the topic, unlocking collective wealth through cooperation. Let me thank Rachel, right? She was able to delve into my material, so I won't be touching that part. She has laid the foundation for what it is about cooperative in Canada, and I'm sure we pay attention. Perhaps you miss it, you can buy the tape, or you can listen to the recording in any case, because that was a well-researched information. So I have that as part of my noble. I will avoid it because you have done a good job. Please, can we appreciate that one more time? So then I'm going to be sharing with us some thoughts regarding what we have decided to do. We have chosen to do this. We have chosen to come together, and we have decided to make sure that it works. And that's why we are here. Today might look like a ceremonial one, but the truth is that it's also significant for us to know that we are starting something that will be transgenerational. When I came to Canada, the first thing I observed was what are the significant things we are doing as Black people, as Nigerians. I think we have more of Nigerians here. I probably assume that we have more other national here. But I tried to observe. I was really strongly observing and trying to see things. And I discovered that there's so much, yes, we are doing, but we are doing with individual effort. I have a cousin that was born here, and it's over 40 years now, which means that my auntie and the husband came here some 40 years plus ago. They came to school, they gave birth to a child, they went back to Nigeria. Some people came here like 50 years. All they were doing is, okay, we are abroad, they were sending money home. But if you observe very well, there are not too many things we have done in our community that will say, stand out as significant that many of generations that are coming afterward can now latch on and say, okay, we don't have to start from where you started from. But many of us have to start all over again. And that is why we are bringing this to bear. If they have exercised that effort, that patience, that sacrifice to institutionalize a lot of things, we won't be starting from where we are. And even compare us to other communities, perhaps you understand what I'm talking about. And so we cry out, they are racist. We cry out, they don't like us. But what are we doing? And so we don't have to repeat that same mistake. Because I strongly believe that are mistakes. I mean, they make huge mistakes. They were here, they want to make life for themselves. They were all about themselves. And they forgot that, look, I'm going to get old. I have children here. What's going to become of our community? And so what we are doing today is very, very strategic. It's not just for us to empower ourselves financially, but it's much more about building things, legacy for the future. And you know, if you understand our nature and our culture very well as Nigerians, we put in a lot of effort, and at some point we have a lot of disagreement, and then everybody wants to walk away and say, Chairman, split the money, let everybody walk away. But I want to beg of you, that point might come, some disagreement might come, but always remember that you are building a legacy. Always remember that it's not just for your own return on investment, but much more saving a whole lot of generation. Because the truth is that in the next 50 years, you heard us saying, we have a cooperative and I did a little research about cooperative in Canada. I did about the oldest cooperative in Canada. I did about the largest cooperative in Canada. And I saw that, look, this is not a child's play, but we can do it. So many times we want to buy things from some store. You know, my nature or my kind of work as a business advisor, as a business, you heard from I like to work a lot of small business. And then one of my neighbors called my attention one day and said, Mr. Ayo, it's an Indian guy. He said, I have a grocery store, an African grocery store that I just bought, the building, and I want to sell off what is inside. And I said, what are you saying? He said, yes, if you want to come and see it, maybe you will need some things there. And I said, oh, so out of curiosity, I told him, I would like to see it. So when I got there, I saw a very big store. I ran back. Because it appears to me that the owner of that store ran out of the store without picking anything and running. I was like, what could have happened? I was trying to imagine what could have really happened. Honestly speaking, and I'm not exaggerating, when I entered that store, what I saw there was like the person was chased out and he was running like there was a problem. So he practically left everything, including, the accounting books, everything was there. I was like, what must have happened? I tried to ask him, because we bought the building and then we don't need what is inside. So call people to come and be buying. And he was selling at a very crash price. And he only wept. And you know why? I said, if the owner had reached out to the community and said, look, I have this business, I'm struggling, or there's a problem. Can people join forces and we own this? We don't. I said, that would have salvaged that. But I understand, here we believe in individual effort. And there's no way we can build wealth. Even husband and wife, if you don't join strong forces, you cannot build wealth. Yes, there are individuals that will be very rich, right? Individuals that will be very rich, but how many of the rich people can sustain all the community? I don't have to come to Canada and be struggling to start work if there are people that have built things here. And if they have not built, what am I then doing? So if we have this privilege, I call it privilege, and because I want to join, they've not enrolled me. I don't know why, but my money is too small. Chairman, will you enroll me? I've been begging now. So it is a privilege that you are part of something that can stand out and be very significant. Our children will graduate from school. What we are doing now can empower them. And how do I mean? How many Tim Martins have we bought? If we do the sampling, at least I know few of us, maybe half of us will probably take a product of Tim Martin a day. How many do we have as franchise? All the chicken we eat. How many do we have as franchise? And I think that's what we are doing. So when we put our resources together as cooperative people, we can buy these things. A community that buys things like they rotate the money is reinvented in their own community, and that's why they are strong, they are economically empowered. And when we go for employment, they select other people and they don't see us. And Canada is a land of opportunity. You know, I'm new in Canada. Some people have been here 50 years, 30 years. You know, and that's why you have not gone back to Nigeria. Yes, it may not be as easy, but you have been here for 30 years, and you have almost seen it all. So there's opportunity in Canada, and there's so much we can do together as community. So I say, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. That is not new to us. And one of the things we can do and can help us as community, especially in the cooperative, is to have what we call shared vision. Shared vision. The chairman came here and tried to, articulate what the vision of this organization is. For many of us, we want to invest. Chairman, I believe in you, I trust you, this is my money. That's all I want to do. So whatever you do with it, they're really careless. They believe in you, they trust you. But they don't understand the vision. So the day there's a problem, they come back to you, Chairman, I told you I trust you, so can you give me my money back? Because they only believe in the chairman. They don't understand what is the vision. And the truth is that it all starts from the vision. Because in the days and times of turbulence, it's only the vision that will make you to stand and still believe that something can be done. But if you don't understand the vision, if you don't have vision, if the vision is not well casted, and I'm sorry, I'm not going to preach, I'm not even a pastor. That is why the Bible says, share the vision and make it what? Plain. So that everybody know that this is what we are working towards. So if you are a member, pardon me, I'm a teacher, I'm all the kind of thing. If you are a member of this organization, can you please rise? Don't worry, I have a few minutes, so don't worry for long. Please, if you are a member of this organization, can you rise? I just want to be practical. I have a note, but I told you she has done the academic part. So I'm just going to do the practical part. Okay. So if you can tell me the vision of the organization without looking at your, no, don't look, mommy, I'm not doing it now. If you can if you can tell me the vision, it starts from there. Because a vision you don't know, you cannot own it. And once you don't own it, you cannot share it. Because the data will be argument, the data will be lost. It's only sorry, you can take your seat, thank you. It's only the vision, because you know we are going and we are heading somewhere that will make you to say, don't worry, it's a challenge, it's a tough, it's a bend, but the vision of what we want to achieve will keep us going. So there must be a shared vision, and also there must be that trust. If you have appointed your leadership and you have empowered them, give them the maximum cooperation. Cooperation is not just the word. It has to be an action. We must be intentional about it. We must support. We must really cooperate that people will not really understand, because it will be so shameful for us that in the community when we begin to hear wisdom, they started wisdom. The inaugural was, we thought we go far, and then just 1 year, 2 years, and they are arguing. So please, remember, this organization is beyond you. It's not just about your own profit. It's about transgenerational investment you are making. Much more sacrifice. It's a sacrifice. So please, let's always have that at the back of our mind. So lastly, let me just wrap up with these 5 pillars that I mentioned here. There must be unity, transparency, education, advocacy, and legacy. Let me emphasize the place of education. I said to people, one of the reasons, because I like to tell people, we like to read success story of businesses. We don't like read the failures of business. I'm working on a book, and I'm titling it Failures in Business. And I believe people will read it, don't worry. The reason why some organization and some enterprise have not grown is because of lack of knowledge. You cannot grow any organization beyond your level of understanding and knowledge. If you do not submit yourself to information, education, in Canada, one of the things that helps us is when you get information. It's information. So the only reason why the business will continue to thrive and grow is based on the information that also comes to the decision makers. That is why you must, and I'm happy you say you have a teacher, an educator, that's helping you. You must submit your leadership and every member to education. Education on investment. If you're interested in any sector, you must do enough research to have enough knowledge that an ordinary member can say, real estate business, this is what it is. Not just that, we are going to buy real estate and so bring money. No. Understand. Let's educate ourselves. That is one thing I just want to bring out of that 5 pillars. Education is very important. Knowledge. Because you will not grow the organization beyond your capacity. At some point, I have seen businesses that the business is growing. Unfortunately, the entrepreneur, the owner, do not have capacity. So what they decided is that they will keep the business at their level of understanding so that it won't go beyond them. And you know what's going to happen? It's going to die. It's going to die. So please submit yourself to education. And so, like I said, I just want to encourage and challenge us. I see rice. I don't want to spoil the rice and coke. All right. I hope these few words of mine, I'm able to convince you and not confuse you. Thank you, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you.